Hey everyone, Antique Photography here, and this is right after I recorded that number 2A video. I am pre-recording these because I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks, excuse me. And yeah, so I wanted to pre-record videos, so I didn't not upload anything forever. So yeah, today we're going to be taking a look at a Kodak number 3 model F? No. Hold on, let me check real quick. Okay, I just checked, and it's model C-3. And this was manufactured around 1900 to 1902. And the number 3, not number 3, this is number 3A. 3A, model C-3. So, just wanted to get that straight. It's not a number 3, it's a number 3A. And the number 3A was one of Kodak's cameras that had the most variations ever produced. I think there's over 20 variations of this camera. So there's like crazy ones like something AX or whatever, all these different designations. And it would be kind of cool to collect all the different variations of the 3A camera. I have two. I have a Model H and then this C3. Kind of like a C3 Corvette, but much more stylish. So I found this at the flea market for 30 bucks, and I wanted 40, and I offered him 30, and he said yeah. So, just overall on the outside, it's very good for a flea market find, at least. I didn't polish this chrome. This chrome still has the original polish on it, and even the screws, especially this part right here, where you push to open the camera, that leather's still there. That's usually gone on most of these cameras. And the only thing it is missing is the red view window. That broke at some point, which kind of sucks because this would have been a really cool camera to use. And I think it takes 122 film or 118 film. And yeah, so before I open it, I might as well show you the inside. So we have the rear part of the lens and the inside of the bellows, which are pretty decent. And we can see some of the wood construction. And right here we can see the... Oh, it is a number 3. Huh. Okay. Yeah, alright. Man, I'm like out of it right now. Yeah, these are the number 3s, and I have one number 3A. These are number 3s. This is number 3, model C3. I just gotta remember that. I have too many cameras to remember the names of them all. It's a problem that I'm willing to compensate for, though. So, here we have the kickstand with the Kodak logo on it. It's still got some good detail. And let's open this baby up. You can see the serial number. Now, it's pretty good for a flea market find, don't you think? 30 bucks, can't go wrong. There's like only 2 problems with this entire camera. It's great. So the one problem was the view window, and the second problem, the viewfinder door doesn't like to stay up hardly. But that's okay. I don't usually keep them up when I display them. So the bellows are burgundy, maroon red. They're definitely way brighter than they are on camera. They have more of a pinkish hue, but off camera they're more of a crimson. So you'll just have to take my word for it. And they are light tight, and they're still decently soft and pliable, which is, again, pretty good for a flea market find considering they sit outside all the time. Well, I guess it's kind of hard for them to dry out since we live in Florida and the air is so humid that you can smell the temperature sometimes. And the earlier versions of the number 3 had the lens, the shutter assembly plate that holds the back of the bellows and the lens and shutter. The earlier versions, like I said, this one's from around 1900 or 1902. This was covered in leather. It is metal on the inside. And you can see some of the other chrome parts and brass. Now let me just put this camera back in for a little bit, because I wanted to show you this super weird setup for putting the distance. I've never seen anything like it on a camera. I think it's pretty crazy. So what you do is you push down and then you move it like this until it clicks into one of these notches that you have for the distance. And there's a little cutout right here that's folded up, and I guess there's like a slanted or a diagonal piece underneath this rail piece that moves the everything forward, the camera basically out. I don't know the terminology for these things, so you'll have to excuse me, but I guess there's like a diagonal thing that rests on that for the distance. And there's also another kickstand that has kind of the same thing. So it's a little kickstand that has different settings that actually stays in pretty well. I think this is a really good kickstand design because it's adjustable and it won't collapse ever. So we have a tripod mount right there, and we have a tripod mount right there. And this is the original carry strap. I did put some leather reconditioner on it to soften it up a little bit since it is cracking right there, and it did its job. So then we have the lens, which is a Rochester Optical Company. No, not Rochester Optical Company. Bausch & Lomb. Single piston shutter. And this one does work beautifully. Let me see if I can unscrew this and show you. Come on, thank you. Okay. And you have, that's the instant, I guess. This is bulb. And then there's tripod. And then right here we can take a look at the aperture, which also works very nice. It's smooth. There's literally nothing wrong with this shutter or lens or aperture. It's not sticky or anything, which I find amazing for a camera of its age and where it's been for many years. Now let me just put this back in. Well, before I do, I can show you. Bausch & Lomb Optical Company. I'm gonna clean the glass before I put it back in. I've been touching it. Rapted, Rectaline, Linear. So yeah, I'll put this back together real quick and I'll get back with you. Alright, so we're good with that. And yeah. So I don't know a whole lot of the specs of this camera, but I mean, it's a Kodak, so I assume it's halfway decent. And also, this is a pretty cool mechanism for the viewfinder to go from landscape to portrait. It's a pretty cool little thing they did there. So this is a pretty neat camera. It's got a lot of little doodads on it that you don't really see on some of the other number 3 cameras that I have. I think I made a video on my other number 3. If not, I'll definitely be sure to make a video on that one here in a bit. So that's really going to be it for this, I think. Let's see, what else is there about this camera? I can't really think of anything. Yeah. So if you like this video, be sure to check out my other videos. Yeah, so that's it for this video. Sorry if I seem a little tired. I just got out of school, so I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.